Good morning and welcome to Grand Thumb Farms Zero to Hero Challenge on Maizy Lou Farm, episode number 2. Yesterday, it all started. Wasn't a very good day. Ended up doing one contract. I did make pretty good money. It took all day and it just wasn't a great day. But I had a long night to think about it. I worked all night long. I was able to do a few more contracts. Oh, this forklift, some guy at the tractor center gave me some money, told me to go down the road, give it to a guy, and drive this back. So I did. Got forklift. That's why I'm in it. Not going to leave here. But I ended up doing 5 contracts. Did 3 before midnight. 2 baling and cultivating, looks like. And the third one was a baling contract. And I got pretty nervous at midnight. The contract was due by midnight. And fortunately, time was able to bend a little bit right before midnight. And I was able to get it done. Followed up with a pretty quick hoeing contract, and I watched the sunrise this morning on that huge case. Really like that tractor and cultivator. It's a lot of fun. So that's something that might be in the future. But I did have time to think. The first thing I need to do is have some place to hang out when I'm not working. I don't think they're going to let me stay in this forklift. So I've decided the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a pickup truck. So let's go ahead and do that. I used one. I'll tell you what. I'll find the pickup truck and I'll show it to you when I'm done. All right, I got myself a pickup truck. It's used. It's beat up, but I think it'll work out for us. Needs a lift in the front. See how it drives. I think it'll be just fine. I know how to open the tailgate. There we go. All right, so I've got my pickup truck, and I'm gonna need my net wrap. You can stick it in the back. There's also actually it's gonna rain this morning, so I'm kind of pressed for time. I want to get a couple of things done, but I want to explain a couple of things too. So we'll come back here. No, let's turn the contracts in. Let's do that. Wait for something to happen. So I did 2 baling contracts. That's the one that I got nervous on. 80. So I'll collect those. I did a cultivating or 2 cultivating contracts. That was the first one, and then that was the one that I did this morning. Big one. And then I did the hoeing contract, and that was just a fast. That hoe was so quick. So now I have $83,000. And I have plans for it, but what we're going to do is we're going to head down the road. Stop and take a look at the map. The map has, or the area, it's depicted on the map. Looks like it's broken up in sections. Let's take a quick peek. So there's 3 farms. There's one farm here, one up here in the northwest, one down here. I haven't seen this one, but I did take a peek at this one and this one. The one up here is $932,000 on a hill. When we're up there, we'll take a peek at that. And then the one down here is $930,000. A little bit better, right? 932. Yep, that's a little bit better. And then this one down here is only $778,000, and that's my goal. So these are the smaller fields you'll notice, and then these are medium fields, and these are the bigger fields, and they're big. We might do a little something on this field today, but what I'm interested in, and let's take a quick drive so I can show it better. Come with me. These fields aren't all that small, but in comparison to the other ones, they are. Up here is a gem. Lake. The field right over there, a little over 6 acres. There's this field here, which is a little bit over, just over six acres also. And I think this is the field that I'm going to purchase. It's about $72,000, but ready to be harvested. 80 is willing to pay for the harvest. So my plan is to harvest the field for her. I think it's Katie. Double check. Nope, not Katie. It's Noah. Noah's going to pay us roughly $5,800 or so he can get his crop. Green beans. Green beans. He hasn't taken care of this very well. Mess. Not gonna get much. But anyway, he's gonna pay us to pull his crop off, and I'm gonna pay him for I'm gonna buy the property from him. And that'll give us at least a start. And I have decided I'm going to be a grass man for a while. My first the first animals I'm going to take care of are going to be sheep, and that's because in my head I can hold on to the wool till it's the best time to sell. If I have goats, I'm going to want to sell them the milk fresh. I'm not one to hold on to stuff looking for the best price unless it can be held on to. Although I will, if I've got silos, I'll hold stuff in silos even though that they're not in dryers. As far as like eggs and and milk and those type things. I'll sell them fresh. I have to stop twice here because I ran it earlier. So there is a trailer in the sale, and I know I need a lot of things for kind of the list of everything I need to do the farm, plow, a cultivator, a seeder, a roller, all that kind of stuff. But basically, I need to get the grass in the ground, and I don't think I'm even going to be able to cut it this year. So I'm not going to worry so much about that. I do want to get it planted as quickly as possible, and then I'll just work on contracts and some productions. I say I'm going to avoid greenhouse right away. I am thinking about doing some apple trees and get some apple juice going. I may end up during the winter deciding to get a greenhouse. We'll see. But I'm going to need a trailer. I already own a pallet of mail wrap. And I guess I could throw it in my bed, but I'm going to need stuff to take my product, my apples, my apple juice to sell. So anyway, but there's a trailer, and I'm not sure that I'm crazy about Marshall trailers. I don't know that I've had one. I really like the flatbed. I really like this farm tech trailer, but I don't want to spend $22,000 on a trailer right now. And these are okay. I've used those once or twice, but this Marshall is on. There's a used one available, and I'm gonna pick it up because it's cheap. A lot of used items. Here's that Marshall trailer. Go with the gold Hoffer blue. That'll be fine. I think our pickup can pull it. If not, then uh, we'll be in a bad shape. Oh. And it's flat. Good. I guess I can adjust the big trailer. I didn't realize it was so big. I guess it did say 32 feet, didn't it? So there's my trailer. Get the forklift over here. The rain's coming. It's almost 7 now. I think the rain's coming at 10:30. The the harvest. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to green beans. Did I say? The green beans. I'll give it a shot. But it's mine. Truck. I have a trailer. I'm still a zero. Truck and trailer. So anyway, I'm gonna take that contract. I don't know where they want this. Okay. We check on that contract. Noah. Noah. Harvesting. Borrow items, yes. Goodness. Got stuff. Biggest stuff. So I'm gonna get all this stuff up the hill. The beast. Look, it's missing a cover. You put a cover over that stuff. I'll take this. I'll get somebody to follow me on the tractor. All the weeds. I don't know if he's gonna need much of a trailer. Like this tractor too. Something else. Well, we'll get this done, and then we'll talk about kind of the order of stuff, because I am gonna need a. Say I ain't gonna need. I feel like I'm gonna need a tractor, and I know what I want. And of course, I can't afford anything right now. So there we go. There we go. All right, following, and off we go. After the traffic. I just realized the time wasn't moving. I had stopped it to look at stuff, and I have it fixed now. Here we go. Now we're going for real. Well, the last thing I want to do is fail this contract. I don't want to disappoint Noah, but I certainly don't want to lose out on the money. So I'm going to dump what we have now and find something else to do. Come back to this. I don't know if you harvest in the rain on a contract, if you get the decreased yield, and could lead to failing the contract. So go dump what we have. And maybe visit. I mentioned showing the farm, and we can go do that. I really like this tractor. So I guess we can talk about what kind of my progression plans are as far as spending. I like to have two tractors. One that's a small tractor with a front loader, and I can do stuff around the farm and can do small jobs, that kind of thing. And then something just over 250, something like that. It can pull plows and mowers and those type of things. And eventually the third one that's, once we grow over 300. But the first two I like to have early. I like this trailer too. A ram body. Alright, let's go check out this farm. You might have seen it. We overlook it on our little hill. Is that called a bluff, maybe? Is that a bluff? So one of the requirements of the Hero to Hero challenge, well, obviously one is, as I mentioned before, you have to own all three farms, and you have to end up with $5 million. A pretty fancy house. And the other is to place a bigger animal barn, at least 500 animals. So I think what I'm going to do is replace this barn with a bigger animal barn. And that'll be where the sheeps live. Like we have a fuel tank, lime, I'm not sure what's in that barn. Not seeing that. A barn here, store some stuff. A greenhouse with mushrooms. mushroom house and a greenhouse. And fix this up. The ways down the road though. We've got a big enough too. This barn here, I'm not gonna have any cattle, and I'll sell this and utilize that grass field. Silos, garage for my pickup truck. Maybe I can get a new truck. Ooh. 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 Yep, there's enough room in there, I think. I don't guess anybody lives here. Sure doesn't look like it. It's a pretty fancy house. I feel like someone was watching us out of that window. I don't know. So this is the first, I guess the first big goal is to own this place. And from looking at the map, all the land around all the fields is included with the farm. So that makes me wonder, I probably, once I own this property, I probably can't put anything outside of the field. Because it comes right up to the edge of all these fields. So that's kind of strange. Well, I'm going to wait this rain out. It's supposed to rain till the afternoon. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start another contract that I think I can do in the rain without any problem. And it's probably going to take me all afternoon to do it. Let me head back to the shop. See if I can pick up that contract. This is the one I'm tempted to do. But a pretty good cultivating contract came up. Got 37 hours on that one and 37 on both of them. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna do this. Need the money. And I'll decide on the other one after I tear myself up on this one. I don't see a hitch on there. I've got one tractor and two things to haul. Paste. Maybe my pickup truck. I'll bring it with me. Out of the way. Bigger trailer. I wonder if I can pull this. Yep, I can pull it. May not be able to haul it full of rocks. Okay. We're going to field 4, right across this, the bigger one. All right, try this out. There's another funeral. That's a huge field. And oh man. All right, we'll see how this goes. I'll make sure he shuts my truck off. I don't want to waste my gas. All right, 11:20. See how this goes. There's a lot of lines. uh, all right, we're on the way. Wonder what we do with the stones. Okay, I'm gonna get this knocked out. Oh, he's on the way with the trailer. He looks lost. Maybe it's tough to pull. I imagine it's tough to pull through the field. Come on, buddy. You can make it. See if I can help him out. Where are you going? Over here. Over here. Back over here. Still don't know what to do with these stones. I'll have to check again. Check when we're making our circles again. That was the last dump until, tell you what, why don't you go right over here? I'll meet you there. Sound good? Good luck. I'll see you over there. All right, back at it. Well, it looks like we've got about 25 minutes of rain left. I think once it stops raining and clears up a little bit, go back to the harvesting of the green beans. Square up with Noah, and I may end up finishing this in the morning. I don't want to work through the night. I've got a nice comfortable truck to sleep in now, so that's probably going to be the plan. So I'll keep at this until it rains. The rain stops and we're ready to go. All right, that's another one full. I'm gonna run go get the truck. We've been 30 minutes without rain. That's plenty for green beans. I don't know anything about green beans. I know they're good. Well, I like them. Oh, the truck's almost full too. And I still don't know what to do with them. Sun looks like it's starting to go down. I really didn't want to work in the dark tonight. We've got just some decisions to make about that, I guess. Okay. That's good. All right. Set this tractor down. Lock it up. That's a neat machine. I thought there was a modded one that's like crazy wide. I'm 98% full. I'm gonna drop this trailer here too. Go get back up to green bean harvest. I was saying that there's a crazy wide version of that on as a mod, and I'm not real crazy about those types of mods, but I guess some people like them. Not all about realism necessarily, just reasonable. Part of these people. Oh, I don't want to block him in. What's up, buddy? Trailer's way over there, so. Alright. We're getting the truck and head back up there. Beans are picked. Picked. Harvested. Beans are harvested. Okay. Now we just gotta look for those bonus beans. A few bits. I sure hope I don't need to come back to get those, but I don't think I will. Is it folded? Folded. It's furled. Furled. Okay. Turn your lights on, buddy. Go drop this off and see if we get any bonus beans. Hitting buttons. All the wrong buttons. Come on, buddy. I don't guess you're smart enough to dump it, are you? I'll come dump it for you. You passed it up there, bud. Okay. Now I can't get. Come on now. We'll get it. All right. We're looking for bonus bean. Oh, we got bonus beans. $3,600. All right. That's good. That's very good. Okay. We're going to go back to the shop. See about purchasing that field. I think what I'm going to do, buy the field, go take my truck, and get a good long nap. 7:30 now. I'll get up early in the morning, start working on that field. The stone picking, I have several hours left on that. And then I believe we'll start the day the next, or come back tomorrow and start fleshing out our plans. I keep hitting time instead of the beacons. Okay. Alrighty. Get squared on this contract. I did finish it, right? Collect our almost $5,700. Collect. Thanks, Noah. Collected. Okay. I've got 88,000. And let's look at that field. I sure hope this is the right field to get. I think it is. I like how it overlooks the farm. 76, 512. All right, I'm a landowner. Well, I guess we'll end it here. I'm gonna head up to the property with the plot and get a good nap. And I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.